The Debt Liberator Octonary, the greatest compensation program ever devised in the history of mankind. Now, the founder of Liberty International created another company back in the 90s and paid the most money to the most people in the shortest period of time with this type of compensation plan. That's why we say it's the #1 compensation plan based on its proven track record. Now, as we move forward, the Debt Liberator, or the Octonary, at its maximum potential, has the ability to produce 8 different sales teams. There is no multi-tiered anything. It's unlimited depth, and you're going to receive 100% credit on all the sale of all the merchandise and all the services that Liberty International has to offer, which is a very powerful equation. Can pay anywhere from, a little bit of money all the way up to $7,700 a day in potential income 6 days a week, which is a phenomenal thing to have as far as a home-based business that doesn't require the need for employees and shipping and accounting and all those other things, nuances that small business owners have to go through. Now, when you start your home-based business with Liberty, you can have somebody come to the front of your website, and this is an illustration of how you would go into your business suite and find your genealogy and personally place somebody. So everybody should do the same thing. You look for the little red tab, and it says Add New IR to leg 4L, or the left side of the Octonary. Now, when you put the application in, it goes in instantly. The genealogy and all the contact information is captured. The person's websites go up immediately. Now, if there's any help from above, which you probably won't know, the spillover will run down this one and only leg, and of course when the first person wants to put their first person in, it'll go on their left, and it'll spill underneath that person, and then eventually this cascading effect can create a power leg. Now, you want, as quickly as possible, add your second person to this, and you put them on the right side of the Octonary. You call that position 7R because it's on the right side of the 7th Business Center. Once again, pops up immediately. Now, since no one can add anyone to your right side, spillover only runs left, you want to take your third person, and now remember, after 3, it's free. Your website's free, and if everyone's got WOW Mobile, you got free cell phone service now. You got the refer 3, get it free. The second person goes to put their first person in, but you've put a third person underneath them. I understand, a little confusing, but just kind of rewind this and listen to it a few times. Second person goes underneath the third person, because the third person's already in that position. The third person is going to put his first person, or her first person, underneath that person, and then once again the cascading formula happens again, establishing another power leg. Now, you want to work with these 2 organizations until they start to mature and take a life of their own. Now, remember, you have unlimited depth to work with, no multi-tiered anything. You're not going to get cut off until you start cycling every day, which means you could be making upwards of $500 a day, 6 days a week. It's $3,000 a week, or a 6-figure a year income before you start your third team. Once you start your third team, just power down the third team. That will, in essence, be able to double your income. Now you're making some incredible amount of revenue for yourself or your family, and then you can build a 4th team. And you can do this until you fill up the Octonary, or you reach the goals you have set for yourself financially. Now, the basic Fast Start Activation Pack is designed for the masses. That's what you have to understand. It was designed to help the most average person. There's statistics that go back 50 years in the home-based business. The average person does about 2.7 people, so we'll just round that and call that 3. So here you can put the first 2 people into the system, power it down, have unlimited depth. Your first business center can cycle once a day. The other 6 are dormant at this point in time. You would have to do retail purchases to open them up. The basic package allows you to cycle once a day at least $500 a day, 6 days a week. Now, obviously, if you want to make more money, then what you would need to do is put 10 people down one of the 2 teams. This would trigger the software to allow a third team to open up. Then you could power that team down, which in essence can double your income. And you can keep doing this until you fill up the Octonary. It would take 66 personal people to have it at full strength at $4,100 a day at the basic level. The advanced package, things happen a little faster, obviously. So here we have 4 teams we can power down day 1. Opens 3 business centers. Obviously, that's 3 times 500, 3 cycles a day. So that's $1,500 a day at the lowest commission cycle that we have to offer. And of course, if you want to open another leg, same thing applies. Add 10 people to one of the 4 teams. It will trigger the software to allow a 5th team to open. And then, of course, to power that down, maximize the compensation plan, it would take 44 people to get the advanced package to max out at 7 cycles a day, which could be upwards of $5,300 a day. Now the accelerated pack, which is the preferred of all your professional networkers, professional business builders, professional business owners, is it collapsed time frames. You're allowed to build all 8 teams as quickly as possible. All 7 business centers are open day 1, which means if a person has a large organization, they can actually hit the ground running. Has the potential of making $3,500 per day from the first day. By adding more people into the equation, you can actually get that to increase to $7,700 a day. Now, just to recap, there's no additional retail sales required. You can put just 8 people in to fill up the different 8 teams, which obviously maximizes the payout and the least amount of work up front. Now, frequently purchased products and services are important to go over, because obviously nothing is going to get paid unless something is sold. That's the way it works. So the basic, advanced, and accelerated packs, 1,000, 3,000, 7,000 points, are all commissionable. That's a commission points, and we'll show you how those convert to dollars in just a second. Now, it's also important to understand the main website, which qualifies you to get paid each and every month, is part of the Fast Start Activation Packs, and of course it's part of that Refer 3, Get It Free. So here we're teaching people to establish an auto ship, but after 3 people they get their auto ship for free. Well, because of its popularity, Wow Mobile is also another product everybody's adding right from the get-go. So therefore you'd have 300 points on your auto ship right from the beginning, but if you got 3 people, there's no cost for that. I put in the basic health maintenance pack because that is the package the serious business builders select, because it would help them be at the highest possible cycle amount because of the points. And of course it's the same thing. Refer 3 people to the same maintenance pack, to their 3 leaders. They get their entire auto ship for free. So they might have, you know, the website for free, their Wow Mobile service free, and then all their health and wellness for free. And then another popular product is of course the prospecting combo pack of CDs to help the business builders get the word out about home-based businesses a little faster. And so when we look then at the points that these products, as they compound and accumulate, we see here points on the left in A and points on the right in B. For every total 6,000 points we're establishing, and in 6,000 increments, then we're cutting these partial checks over here. And so remember, you have to have at least 2 teams, but you can have up to 8 teams to establish overriding of the Salesforce volume. And then what we have the ability to do is power down the first 2 teams initially. Keep it simple. Power down 2 teams, have unlimited growth till we start cycling every day. Now obviously every 6,000 points we cut one of these partial checks of $50 or more. Of course a full cycle is 48,000 points, where we have 16 on one side, 32 on the other, and then that pays between $500 and $1,100 per cycle. Now remember, we can cycle once a day when we have 2 teams established, but we can cycle up to 7 times a day when we have 8 teams established. So that's important to understand. So we want to keep working with our first 2 teams till we start cycling every day, and then it's really simple then to add a 3rd team, a 4th team, a 5th team, because all those teams typically have to do is about 1/3 the points to double or triple our income. This is just an overview. The company and the company trainer offer a much more elaborate training, a lot more in depth and in detail. It's in your business suite. We have live webinars. We have recorded webinars that will assist you in understanding the compensation plan, and of course the company's a mentoring program. So if you haven't made your decision, I would of what package you want, hopefully that helped to help you pick that, because what you have to understand with Wow Mobile now live, the company is growing rather rapidly, so you want to make sure you make your decision, get in there, and get your first 2 teams up and running. As always, I wish you all the success in the world, and thanks for watching.